Hey there YouTube, this is 101 Bronson back here again with the next movie update for the month of... God, what was this month? May. May, I'm sorry. I'm totally confused at the moment with the months. No, we're entering June. It's now the 31st of May. I'm recording this. I might upload this today, or I might upload it as usual on the first day of the new month. It might be today, but of course, if it is today, hey guys, how you doing? Anyway, last month in April, I picked up quite a few titles. It has been a bit slower this month, but there, there's always gonna be pickups. Even if it's a bit slower. I'm a movie collector. I'm a movie guy. If there are movies on my wish list and I see them, I buy them. Um, some movies I double dip and stuff, but now actually all stuff that I have to show you today is all new. So um, excuse my attire. It's quite a hot day today. Summer is on its way, um, and I just finished my last night shift, so I'm staying awake for a few hours so I can get a good sleeping rhythm back again. Working night shifts. I always live at nights. I always try to stay awake the last night shift so that I can, go to bed at a normal time. So maybe I can get the rhythm back again. But that aside, I do have a few titles to show you and one TV show. This month I picked up a new TV show. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the movie and in this case TV pickups of... God, what's the month again? Oh yeah, May. Let's take a look at all the pickups from May 2020. Starting with the TV show. So yeah, here we go. And the TV show that I picked up is the full complete series of Knight Rider with David Hasselhoff. Another great show from the 1980s. I always say in the 80s we had Knight Rider, The A-Team and Miami Vice as the big shows. Maybe even Magnum PI or shows like that, but Knight Rider certainly is one of the big ones. Really iconic show. Still watchable today, I'm not the biggest David Hasselhoff fan, I will admit, but I do like the car and I like the show. The theme is iconic. So yeah, I got the full series of Knight Rider, which I've never fully seen. I've always seen a few episodes here and there on TV, but now I'm actually making my way through the entire show. I just finished the first season, and there is 4 seasons, if I'm not mistaken, total. I think there is. I think there's in total 4 seasons, so not that much, but anyway, do enjoy the show. So let's take a look now at the other DVDs that I picked up. First up, I picked up a Steven Seagal film that I was really missing from the collection. In terms of Steven Seagal, I know previously in my collection video of him, I made it sound like I really hate the guy. No, I still like his early stuff. And this is one of them, the Glimmer Man. This is the only one of his early stuff that I didn't have yet. And I surprisingly picked up another Seagal film, which I'm going to show you in a minute, that I also didn't own before from his early days. So yeah, anyway, here's the Glimmer Man. Great movie, great buddy cop film. I liked it anyway. Yeah, this is when Seagal was still good, if you ask me. So yeah. Next up is another great underrated 90s action film, Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man, with Mickey Rourke and Don Johnson from Miami Vice. I like Don Johnson a lot. Ever since I seen Miami Vice, I love this guy and everything that I see him in. And of course Mickey Rourke, before he had all that plastic surgery, I really liked him. Yes, he was pretty good in The Wrestler, and I liked his little cameo in The Expendables, even though he didn't really add much, but yeah, Mickey Rourke, I think, is much better actor in the 80s and 90s. So yeah. But the film is great though. Yes, you might have already seen it, but this is the other Seagal film I didn't have before. The first straight-to-DVD film of Seagal, The Patriot. Not to be confused with the Mel Gibson film with the same name, which I actually ordered instead. I ordered The Patriot with Mel Gibson and they gave me this one. They are gonna... I've already contacted the seller, and they're gonna fix the mistake. They're gonna send me The Patriot with Mel Gibson. Unfortunately, it hasn't come yet. So you probably expect to see that in the June update. Anyway, I can keep this one, so yeah, basically I got this one for free, even though I paid for the Mel Gibson Patriot film. And I was like, okay, I could send this back, or I can just, you know, take it, and, you know, I have a Seagal film, the first straight to DVD. I usually don't like his straight to DVD stuff, but since this is the very first one, I kind of went into it like, well, it cannot be worse than some of his later films. And it is, compared to films like Attack Force, Kill Switch. I mean, compared to those films, this is like the equivalent of The Godfather. Okay, no, I take that back. Nothing is like The Godfather, but yeah, you know what I mean. I actually thought this was a decent straight to DVD film, surprisingly. I mean, I had low expectations, maybe that helped, but actually, it's a decent watch. I had no real issues with it, so yeah. At least he wasn't dubbed every 5 minutes, and he still did the own fight sequences, but yeah. Next up are the Blu-rays, and the first up is Bruce Willis in Last Man Standing. Always wanted to pick up this film. It's kind of like a remake of Yojimbo and Fistful of Dollars. Now, I've regrettably never seen Yojimbo, so I just pick up on the Fistful of Dollars things that it borrows. And yeah, this was... I really had a lot of Fistful of Dollars vibes with this film, but that's a good thing because I love a Fistful of Dollars. And I thought this was actually a pretty good film too. Different take on that story. And yeah, I do recommend this one. Pretty good Bruce Willis movie. This also had a pretty great cast actually, now that I've actually seen it the other day. Christopher Walken is in the film. David Patrick Kelly, who was in Commando and The Warriors. And this is a film by Walter Hill, the director of The Warriors and Hard Times with Charles Bronson, 48 Hours. Let's see who else was in. Oh yeah, Bruce Dern, you know, Hateful Eight, Django Unchained. He done a lot of films in the 50s and 60s, a lot of westerns. Great actor. Yeah, this had a pretty good cast. Even frickin' Spider from Goodfellas. I forget the actor's name. He was also in what's the show? The Sopranos. You know, the guy who plays Spider, the one who gets shot in the foot by Joe Pesci, and later on, spoiler alert, gets shot entirely by Joe Pesci in Goodfellas. Yeah, he was in this film. I recognized him. Next up is Money Train with Wesley Snipes, Woody Harrelson, Jennifer Lopez, yeah, J-Lo. Actually, I've seen this film a lot of years ago. Always wanted to revisit it, and I saw it on sale for a few bucks, few euros, I should say. And I was like, yeah, you know, we'll pick it up, revisit it. And yeah, it hasn't aged that well. It hasn't lived up to what I remember of it. I remember it being a very funny action film. Kind of let down, but still enjoyed it, even though it didn't live up to the expectations that I had in my mind of the film. But you know, maybe that's just me. Still like Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson. They have great chemistry. The banter back and forth is great. Jennifer Lopez, she's good at singing, but acting, she should give that a rest. I know she has done some better work later on. I know recently she has done a film which she got a lot of praise of, but I haven't seen it. I'm just judging it on this film, and she is naked in the film though. I mean, that always helps. So yeah, that's Money Train. And then we're up to the final one, unfortunately, but it's the Arrow Video Steelbook of Robocop, the original 1987 Robocop. This is still the J card that is on there. Let's show you that quickly. So you get the director's cut and the theatrical cut. Tons of extras because this is a Arrow Video release. Here's the Steelbook. Nice solid. Robocop by Paul Verhoeven. or I should say it in the Dutch pronunciation because I am Dutch, you know, Paul Verhoeven. Delta City, yeah. Kurtwood Smith, great villain as Clarence Baedeker. Here are the two discs, the director's cut and the theatrical. Here's a booklet, which is a pretty thick booklet, a lot of content in the booklet. You can see that? That's a lot of booklet. It's like, oh wait, this is advertising. Let's see, how many pages was this? 43 pages, so you got a 43 page booklet detailing a lot of stuff about the film. Great edition. Robocop, one of my favorite action films. Nice, violent. I mean, by today's standards, this is still pretty violent, you know. Yeah, so yeah, Robocop, great film. I love it. Great Blu-ray edition by Arrow Video. So yeah, there you go. Those are all the pickups for June, I wanted to say, for May of 2020, excuse me. For May of 2020, these are all the pickups. So there you have it, those are all the pickups for May of 2020. So yeah, that's about 6 or 7 titles, including the TV show. And yeah, not really that much compared to last month where I had over 20 titles, but like I said, sometimes I'm gonna have a slow month, sometimes I'm gonna have a month with a huge pile. It just depends on the stuff I come across. Do have to give a side note. I did order, you know, for my fellow spaghetti western fans, I did order the Eureka edition of The Specialist, you know, the Sergio Corbucci film. I haven't gotten it yet, I haven't received it yet. I have ordered it from Zavi and I've understood that there's some problems there, so hopefully I'm gonna get it because I already paid for it. I actually ordered it in April, back in April, I believe the 20th or 21st of April. I ordered it, or I pre-ordered it. So I'm hoping it's coming my way soon, otherwise I'm gonna have to contact Zavi or, I don't know. Anyway, that should have been here for this video, but unfortunately I haven't gotten it yet, so that's a bit unfortunate. But like I said, do have the rest of these films and TV show that I showed you, and I mean, I'm happy for this month. You know, next month there might be a bigger pile. But like I said, no matter what, I'm always gonna pick up titles every month. You know, even if it's just one, you know, I cannot leave myself to not buy anything. You know, I gotta buy a few titles every month. So yeah, don't worry. You might be disappointed by the low quantity of this video of movies, but we're gonna make that up. So anyway, I do hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you're all doing well and safe in these times. I know we might be looking on the up and up. I don't know how it is worldwide, but in my country things are going pretty good now with this whole COVID-19, you know, the corona crisis. So yeah, I hope all of you are doing safe and well and staying safe and being well. And you know, if you like the video, give me a like, and if you don't like it, you know, hit the dislike. That's of course all up to you. So, you know, if you're not a follower or a supporter of the channel yet, you know, hit the subscribe button. It helps me. You know, I know if you guys like the content or not. And having said that, stay safe and well, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care. So long for now.